What's up, bro?
What's up, dude? Now we're both in the scene.
Now we're both in the scene, and we're
Cool.
practicing a shot besides just
One
you
person talking.
or just me in the shot.
Why don't we flip the screen over where we can look at it?
No.
No?
We're going blind, and we're seeing this actually looks good.
Okay.
Because I got everything set. The aperture, the light, which you did.
Yeah.
But I just got the actual focus and set, but we're at the same distance.
Yeah, we should be at the same focal
Yeah,
point.
we should be good to go.
Cool.
Let me move a little bit closer to you, because who knows.
I mean, that image is like so wide, it's disgusting. You can practically see the laundry room.
So let's do this. Let's do a really quick movie review.
Okay.
Mind you, the battery on this is at like 9%. So just
Get it together.
start picking.
Okay. All right, let's talk about Robocop.
Robocop. That's a good choice. I'm glad you didn't pick like Terminator 2 because I'd be like, that's the obvious one.
Yeah.
Robocop is a movie that is insanely rewatchable, whether it's by yourself or with other people that haven't seen it. Because anytime I talk to someone and I go, hey, have you seen Robocop? And they're like, no.
It
I'm
trips
like,
me out.
I'm
when
like,
I can't.
what the fuck? Have you heard of Robocop? And they're like, yeah, I've heard of Robocop. I'm like, then why? Like,
Why have you not watched
the title alone is amazing, but it's probably one of the darkest humored, violent movies I've ever seen. And also still feeling like has a level of being like a graphic novel of like the absurdity of it, but it's so like somehow grounded in this like insane reality. Like just from the very get-go, it is just like it is, first of all, it's very testosterone fueled, but it's very watchable for anyone to watch this movie. I think the scene where Murphy is just shot down in that industrial warehouse. I can't believe I was watching that at like 6 years old. And I was just like, I'm going to watch this again tomorrow. And then and I remember just, it was like Terminator, it was Robocop every fucking day. Like I wasn't watching like Disney or like fucking like...
No. The more violent, the better.
Yeah, yes. Like, fuck Barney. I was like, Robocop, Terminator, Total Recall, like, whatever I can get my hands on. And honestly, my father, like, let me just watch those movies because he knows it's not going to affect me in, like, a bad way. Like, every mother's going to be like, no! But he's like, don't tell your mother. You know what I mean? Like, that's the kind of father my father was.
Yeah.
And Robocop was just, like, it was... The storyline is just literally set up for, like, a revenge story. Like, just right off the gate. Like, you get an introduction to the character. You're instantly feeling the relationship between his new partner and him. And their camaraderie and their just, like, personalities. And you feel like this is going to be a good story. And then... I don't think I've seen a movie that has such a quicker build-up. And, like, a bond between characters that's instantly taken away. And then when it's brought back, it feels so beautiful. Like, not a lot of directors can do that. And, like, Paul Verhoeven achieved that. So, yeah, that's... I mean, I spilled out a lot. So, I want you to tell me what you think about Robocop. Besides what I said.
What stands out to me when I think of that is the visceral violence is, like, almost unmatched in movies for me. The moments of just raw carnage happening on the screen where I'm like, I can't believe I'm fucking looking at that.
What's your favorite scene of violence in Robocop?
Oh my god.
Or just a general absurdity?
I mean, the thing that stands out the strongest in my mind is when that dude's face gets melted.
Yeah.
And he's like, help me! God, that's horrifying. The hand getting blown off is like iconic. It's iconic. Also, it's so quickly cuts away. That's why it burns in your mind because you're like, did I fucking see that?
Yeah, they had to. Just because it was originally like NC-17, and they're like, we got to cut 15 seconds out of this shooting the fuck out of this character.
I never could have imagined a hand being blown off being one of the most disturbing moments in movies. But really, it stands out like it's among the most disturbing things I've ever looked at. Because it's like his hand was like a fucking blood balloon. It was just
it was just gone.
Horrible. I think the other things that really like strike me is like how the movie kind of meditates on what does it mean to be human, and it takes so much time to get into Robocop's like mind, where he's going back and he's thinking about his family and his wife and those like kind of dreamy sequences, and then the pain of realizing he can never go back to it.
It's honestly, you hit it on the nail with just the idea of it feeling like a dream, the memory of your life, and then the realization in this combination of dream and nightmare, and like being able to actually make choices, especially when someone's already like altered your mind and they set a parameter that you need to be this way, you need to be this way, and at all costs to like alter his brain and make him just like this robot cop. He essentially just tears that all away and is able to like alter his, actual mind back to remembering what is true to him. And it's just like a anti-corporate movie that is amazing. Not an anti-cop per se, but just an anti-corporation and pro-human.
All those commercials, they're like the 9000 SUX.
Oh,
or is
yes.
is that the second one?
It's just saturated with like that social commentary of the world.
Like OCP runs the cops. It's this idea of, especially coming out in the 80s, this like anti-corporate concept, because at the time it was like greed is good. It was like that Wall Street mentality.
Yeah.
And so to come out with something that was so anti-Wall Street, anti-corporate stuff, because I mean, we were inundated with like product advertising. That's where it really started skyrocketing.
I mean, even
plastics,
but even
all of that.
The corporations, like, if you didn't think about this, the corporations were running the cops, but the corporation were also running the criminals.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They're running it all.
Yeah.
And Robocop stands in between as like the ultimate force between the supposed good and the supposed evil.
Yeah.
And intermingles them so well, and he's the defining factor of good, and is able to take down all sides that are trying to manipulate and alter humans to actually think, oh, the corporations are good, or oh, the criminals are bad. They're all fucking bad people.
Yeah.
And I'm here to make you open your eyes and see that, amongst his own personal shit he's going through.
Man, who is that? The main
serve and protect.
Who was the main bad guy actor in that one? Was it the guy from that 70s show?
Yeah, and now that 90s show.
I'm sure it's gonna be great.
No. It's got decent reviews. It's already out on Netflix, so
yeah, his performance was great. I love that. And he goes, what does he say about guns? Bang bang.
Bang bang.
Yeah, those just, I love all the over the top hammy performances from almost the entire cast. Only person who gives like a genuinely balanced performance is his partner. She's like so low key that it kind of grounds the movie. If it weren't for her character, I don't even know if the movie would work.
Because she's not trying to match him.
So just every single character is like a caricature.
But you gotta understand, she's also not trying to be any type of love interest.
No,
it's literally just a partner base, and it's like one of the first time like I've seen in a lot of movies that like a woman is not like actually sexualized. At all.
I didn't even consider that.
Like nothing about her is sexualized. She's like
a gentle force to just like,
and just like the scenes where they're like in the place where all the cops are getting ready, like they're all getting ready together, and they're like women and men are just like getting naked together, but they're not like sexualizing it. They're just like, we're cops. That's it. We're cops and we're just fucking getting our shit together and talking
I'd say
shit.
it's actually a pretty pro cop movie.
Yeah, more so than the other end of corporations and stuff like that.
Yeah. Oh man, that ending scene where he's like, Jim, you're fired, and then fucking, thank you.
No, he's like the very end was like,
it's done recording.
What's your name? And he's like, Murphy. Like dun dun dun.
Yeah, that's awesome.